Good evening, South Central Texas. I'm Chief Forecaster David with your Storm Austin San Antonio weather update. Here's a look at so far with our temperatures this month of May. So far this month, we've had over 6 below average temperatures. We've only had 3 normal temperatures or near that level. And then 2 temperatures so far this May have been above average, or the 2 days in this month have been above average. We expect a lot more above average temperatures to come into our forecast here, possibly starting by today. So as we go ahead and take a look at what we're tracking here with a few things. So what to expect, we're tracking in a historical heat wave, temperatures anywhere from 100 to 110 degrees across the Lone Star State. Heat-related illnesses could be the threat. Also, this will be going from Tuesday through the weekend ahead, and almost the entire state's dealing with this serious heat. So now-wise, as of our Monday here, ridge of high pressure off down towards Mexico right now. Eventually, this will come into our area by Tuesday. So for Tuesday's weather, tons of sunshine, a few pop-up clouds here and there, but very dry and hot for our Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, ridge of high pressure parks itself right on top of us, bringing in the mixture of sun and clouds. And again, the very dry and hot weather will continue. But as we get to Thursday, mixed sun and clouds, very hot conditions are anticipated. So drastic warm up ahead. High of 105 is what we're going with for Thursday. Then we're going 107 on Wednesday. So very, very toasty out there indeed. So as we go and take a look at your climate and precipitation outlook here, they're saying that we're going to be significantly above average in temperatures. Well, that looks pretty promising. As you can see, dark red, the highest shade of color, is here where we're at, going all the way towards Florida, and then the rest of the country dealing with below average temperatures, which is looking pretty nice, right? And then precipitation-wise, we are entering that level of above average precipitation. So fingers crossed that we can get some good rain here in a little bit. And hopefully that rain that happens knocks our temperatures down a tad. But overall, next few days, no rain forecasted. All right, weather watch alerts. It's no longer a weather watch. It's now a weather alert for extreme dangerous heat from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and to Friday. Impacts heat-related illnesses, temperatures up to 110 degrees. So how the weather will go next couple days is we'll have a dry line that will push through the hill country and arrive into the I-35 corridor, and we'll just park on the I-35 corridor. So from I-35 corridor to the eastern counties, humid. Out towards the hill country, very dry and less humid. So it's going to be not really good type of weather. Besides that, we got a weather watch alert for our weekend for Saturday and Sunday. Heat-related illnesses anywhere from 95 to 105 degrees. This is mainly for like the Lone Star State, but overall, we'll watch it closely. Your evening planner tonight, we're going to be into the 80s, eventually falling into the upper to mid 70s with a few clouds here and there. So your planner for Tuesday, we'll wake up at 67 degrees by afternoon time, lunchtime, 93 degrees, hot already. And look at that, 4 p.m., we're up 104 degrees in the afternoon. But from 7 a.m. to noon, that's about a 26-degree uptick in temperatures. But from noon to 4 p.m., that's a 10-degree difference. Overall, tomorrow, we are warming up 36 degrees in just a 24-hour time period, or just from a 7 a.m. noon to 4 p.m. time period. So as we take a look at the next 3 days here, we're going to high of 104, 105 on Tuesday, mostly sunny skies, 107 on Wednesday. I'm going to be honest, some of our most trusted models are wanting to say above 110 for most locations, even Austin saying 112. I think that's a little too warm, but obviously we can't rule out the possibility where some of us may even be in the 110 range, but overall, we're generally thinking anywhere from 100 to 110 degrees across South Central Texas. And then on Thursday, most of us should stay in the 90s with a little bit more cloud cover, but 98 for high Thursday. Some of us may actually hit the triple digits, but as of now, just shy of 100 degrees. So we want to give you guys an update on an ERCOT notice. ERCOT is projecting an 84.6 gigawatt meet on Wednesday. May peak demand record is 77 gigawatts. All-time record is 85.5 gigawatts. There are 20,000 megawatts of thermal plants offline. Solar and storage perfectly suited to heat waves. No energy emergencies are expected at this time, but you can see all-time record is 85.5 gigawatts. Well, we'll be around 84.6, so we're getting near that level there. And on your screen right now is that purple that is the dividing here of our gigawatts here. So peak demand right here will be right here where that big dot is. So, of course, try to conserve your electricity, your air conditioning, and think smart when it comes to electricity. All right, 7-day forecast here. We have weather alert days for pretty much every day of your forecast year through your work week, weather alerts. So 104 Tuesday, 107 Wednesday, 98 Thursday, 97 Friday. We're still in the 90s this weekend, upper 90s. Some of us may even be in the triple digits this weekend. So I'm going to be honest, there's could be some locations this week where you may just be in the hundreds all day long, Tuesday through Monday. But majority of us will stay in the 90s, at least for the Northern Hill Country and majority of the metro. But some of our southern counties, y'all could be in the triple digits, potentially going through Saturday. So just a heads up on that. Overall, not a whole lot of rain chances, about a 20% Friday, about a 30% on Saturday, where there could be some isolated to widespread storms, especially Saturday night into Sunday morning. But then by early next week, we're also in the middle to upper 90s. One thing I want to point out, we are obviously going to be near record territory. The longest streak ever in the month of May for triple digit heat is 3 days. As of now, we're forecasting 2 to 3 days, so we'll be near that level of tying a streak. But as mentioned in my last video a couple days ago, we talked about how if we actually see triple digit heat, which we'll most likely we will most likely be in third place, beating 2008 in triple digit heats. After that, and going into next week, I have temperatures mainly into the middle to upper 90s next week, but there are some storm chances here and there. And then coming up probably sometime next week, we'll go more in depth here on what the summer forecast can look like. All right, coming up on Storm Plus tonight, we're going to have a live radar scan from 7 o'clock tonight. So we got the Osborne brothers, Want to Believe. Another episode comes out tonight at 8, 9, and 10 o'clock tonight, or excuse me, after 10 o'clock, we'll be off air. And here's an update. If you guys ever want to get updates on your forecast, ERCOT information, or much more, follow us on socials on X and Instagram at DavidALFWX, or follow our official X page, Storm TV Network. All right, back to the weather for tomorrow and going into Wednesday. Excessive heat alerts could be issued, so that will be something we'll watch here. Make sure you got a way to get shade, drink plenty of fluids, and just stay weather aware with the extreme heat coming here in the next couple of days. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Another update in your weather. More coming Tuesday, Wednesday, and next couple days.